I hope I'm audible now. I'm audible, right? Cool. ठीक है. So, so there was some lag in between, so sorry about that. Okay. So we'll start our session. Uh, just a minute. I'm uploading the files. ठीक है. So let's just quickly confirm if you can see the that file. Okay, in the hole or in your desktop. I hope you can see now. है ना? Okay, cool. ठीक है. So we were about to solve the problems, है ना? Okay, so let me share my screen, and I have given you one problem as homework. I hope you did that. You did that. Voice is not clear. For everyone, my voice is not clear. For everybody, my voice is not clear. It's clear. My voice is clear, guys. Everyone, for everyone. If not, I will change my mic. Turn off the video. Okay. Just a minute. Just a second. Now I'm audible. I think so. My internet is good now. For everyone, my voice is clear, so that we can start quickly. Will not waste much time. ठीक है ना? Okay, cool. ठीक है. So, so we were about to solve one problem. है ना? Let me close this. Okay. So that problem was if I have the number such as 321, है ना? So I want as my output as 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 3 plus 2 5 plus 1, that is 6. I wanted this output. How many of you guys did this problem, like the logic one? Okay, so can anyone tell me about the logic? How can we implement this particular thing? So the logic will be pretty much clear, that we have to extract the digits and we have to sum it, but how to extract the digit, that is the question. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, Likit is saying in modulo by 10 and divided by 2. So Likit, if I do this like 321 divided by 2, then what it will give me? Like it will not give me like the digit will not get extracted, right? So it is not the proper solution, right? है ना? Okay, if you just so what is the question? The question is this simple, है ना? So this is my question. This is my digit. I want to have my output as 6. Okay, the sum of the digit like 3 plus 2 plus 1. I wanted this. I explained this in the earlier class as well. Okay. Okay, so Joyce is saying we take the remainder. and divide the original number by 10 and repeat the process. Okay, that can be done. Likit was also right, and divided by 10 would work, divided by 2 would not work. Cool. Okay, now let me tell you the logic. You know? So what we will do now, suppose this is my number. Okay, now what I'll do, I will do 321. First of all, I'll do the modulo operation, modulo 10. What it will give me as output? If I do 321 modulo by 10, that means remainder. Now what will be the remainder? 1, right? So anyway, I have extracted the last digit, correct? है ना? ठीक है? So now what we will do, we will store it in the sum. Like we will initialize a variable called as sum, that will be initialized with the 0, and now whichever remainder value would be we will store in the sum. ठीक है? Now we have to extract the number 2. ठीक है? But if we do modulo 10 again, then anyway I will have number 1 only. I have to remove this 1 in order to get the 2, right? So if you want to remove this 1 from your number, then you have to do 321 divided by 10, right? Yeah, what it will give me? Number. If you do this operation, 321 divided by 10, 32, right? Hariharan? Cool. ठीक है. ठीक है. Now if you have this 32 number, you will use it again to do the modulo operation. You will repeat this process. ठीक है. Now you will do 32 modulo by 10. What it will give you? The number 2, right? है ना? So anyway you have extracted the last digit, है ना, from this number 32. Now you will store this 2 in the sum. मतलब कि you will do the addition. So 1 plus 2, ठीक है, that will be 3. New sum would be 3, right? Again you will have to remove this 2 from your original number, so you will do the division operation. If you do this, you will left with the number 3, right? Right? ठीक है. Now we will repeat the process again. So 3 modulo 10 would be what? 3 modulo 10 would be what? 3 modulo 10 would be what? 3, right? है ना? ठीक है. We will again store this 3, like again we will add the 3 to the sum variable. So right now the sum is 3. Again new value of remainder would be 3 again, so it will be 6. It will be the matching of our answer. Okay. Now when we have to stop? Okay. So if you just divide this 3 by 10, you will get 0. So whenever you will reach to this 0 operation, you have to stop. Clear hai? Right? Logic is pretty much clear. Okay, Nishant, in which particular part you find it confusing? Can you please tell me? Nishant, can you please tell me which particular part? Okay, 32 modulo by 10. So Nishant, initially our number was, let me explain you. So Nishant, initially our number was 321, right? है ना? We took this number, we did the modulo operation in order to fetch the last digit from the number. है ना? If you do the modulo operation with the 10, you will fetch the last number of the number. है ना? Last digit of the number. You will take this digit and add it to the sum. Initially our sum would be 0, like this way. Initially sum would be 0. है ना? We will do like this. Sum is equals to sum plus whatever this digit would be having. Okay. So in particular case your digit would be 1. So this will be our logic. Okay. The sum's original value will be 0 plus digit would be 1. So right now my value of sum would be 1. Okay. Okay. Our vibration is there. Okay. Okay. It's okay now. Okay. Okay. Now it will be not here. Okay. So the sum would be 1, right? Now you have to remove the 1 from your number to fetch the number 2. Okay. Because if you again do the modulo operation with the 10, you will anyway get the number 1 only, but you don't want 1 because you already have the 1 number, right? है ना? So if you want to remove this, you have to divide this with the 10. Okay, original number with the 10, you will get the number which will not have the last digit, है ना. ठीक है, so you will get the new number as 32. Whichever the new number you will get, you will do the modulo operation again, you will get the new number, new digit, you have to add this, so 1 plus 2, है ना. You have to divide the operation in order to get number 3, because you have to sum it all, है ना. Now you will get the new digit, new number. You this new number modulo 10 operation if you do, you will left with the last number of the digit. ठीक है. How you will find that this is the last, because if you do divide operation, then you will get the answer 0, then you have to stop. This is your stopping criteria. Cool. ठीक है, logic is pretty much clear today, है ना. ठीक है, so let's code now. Can we code, can we code this? ठीक है. Okay, Vishal, I will see that. First let us code, है ना, so that everyone can understand. ठीक है. Okay. Okay, that's great that you have at least tried, Vishal. That's truly appreciated. Okay, Anand, truly appreciated that you have already tried this. है ना? Okay, so now we will implement this particular logic. So what we will do? What we will do? Can anyone tell me? First of all, we will get the number. Number is equals to, let's say, 3 to 1. है ना? ठीक है. Just a second. Where's my, just a second. There's some issue with my tab today. ठीक है. So we will take this particular variable of will particular take the variable as number is equal to 3 to 1, right. ठीक है. Now we have to divide this with the, we have to find the modulo of this number. So our logic is same, right. We have to take this number modulo by 10, whichever we will get the output, we have to sum it, and we have to add this particular digit to the sum variable, right. So we will use the sum variable as well. So initially it would be 0, right. ठीक है. Then I'll replace the mic with the yesterday's mic. I will not use my AirPods anymore. Okay, I think so. You guys are facing some issues with the AirPods. Okay, I'll not use that. Okay, I'll use the mic only. Just let me complete this. Okay, so where num equals to 3 to 1, where sum equals to 0. All right, or where output we can also take it as output. Okay, we can name any variable that we want. Okay, now we will run through one loop. Okay, we'll run through one loop. Can anyone tell me what should I write here? What should I write here if I want to run the loop? Okay, Shivam says while n. Shivam, if you just check with the n, then it will be always true, right? Now, so we have to check with something like this: while number greater than 0. Okay, because our stopping criteria was pretty much clear, right? Because whenever your new number would be end with the, like, whenever you will get this particular number 0, then you have to not run the loop again, right? Okay. So when a number equals to greater than equals to 0, that would be your stopping criteria. Cool. Okay. Or you can also check it, like you can also do this, the same, like which another guys are suggesting, like number not equals to 0. That would be also fine. Okay. That would also meet our this condition. Okay. So anyway, you have to meet this condition with any. You have to write anything, but you have to meet this condition that after 0 you don't have to run your loop. Cool. Okay. Now inside the loop, what should you do? First of all, you have to do the modulo operation. Okay, whichever the value you will get now. Okay, okay, whichever value you will get now, what should you do with this particular value? We have to do this now. So suppose we have to suppose for first of all our number was 3 to 1, and we have to modulo by 10. What should we do? Store in the new variable. Cool. Okay, okay. So what should I do now? What should I, where should I assign it now? Where should I assign it now? In the output variable, right. Okay, so output is equals to output plus the num modulo 10. Cool. Can you do this? Can we do this? Right? Okay. Okay. Now I have to get the new number. So what should I do? Number divided by 10. It should be assigned to the number again because I have to modify my number. See, in this particular case, you know, after this 3 to 1 modulo by 10, I have stored this 1. Now I want 32, right? So in order to do that, I have divided by 10 and I have assigned the number 32. Now my new number would be 32. I will do every operation with 32 now. So that is why I have assigned the same to the original number. Cool. ठीक है, ठीक है ना? Right or not? Everyone? ठीक है? Okay. Yes, we have to make it as a parsing. Now, what is parsing? Parsing will make your number, supposingly you have the value as 2.3, okay, or 2.8. It will convert that value to the 2. It will just give you the integer part of it. So, in the divide operation, that might be case that you will not get a proper answer. You will get a pointed answer. You will get a float answer. But I want just the integer part of it. Cool. That is why I used the parsing. You can not use floor. You can yeah, you can use it, but I will suggest you can use parsing. Why do you want to call another library like mat.floor? No, don't use mat.floor. You can anyway use parsing here. Cool. Okay. Now now whatever value right now the output is having, let's just check what does it check, what does it have holding. Okay. If I do console.log output, can anyone tell me what should be my output here? Let's dry run my code. Okay, let's dry run my code. Okay, can you do the try code? See, first of all, my number would be 3 to 1. Let me take this particular code. So for every code, you have to do this. So if you write any code, you have to do this particular thing. Uh, okay, this is my code. Now this is my pen. Okay. So now let's initialize the one variable called as num. What is parseInt? Okay, I'll explain you. As num might be true, so we have to float divided by 10 will give. Let me just explain you one second, है ना? Let me do the try code. Then after, if you face any difficulties, then let me know. Okay, okay. So first of all, I will initialize a variable called as num here. In the num box, I have the value of 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay. Now I will again initialize another variable called as output. In that particular box, I have the value as 0. Now I will run the loop where while num modulo num not equals to 0. Right now my num not equals to 0, it will enter into the loop. Now my output is equals to output plus num modulo 10. Num modulo 10 would be what? 1. Okay, num modulo 10 would be what? 1. So 1 plus 0 would be what? Output is right now 0. Num modulo 10 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Right? Right, people? Right? So I'll reassign it to 1 here. Okay. Now my new number would be what? Num divided by 10. So if you do 3 to 1 divided by 10, you will get answer as 32.1. I just want 32 here. I don't want 0.1 here. Okay. That is why I used parseInt here. Okay. So my new num would be anyway 32. Cool. Okay. I'll run again the loop. Now my new num would be what? 32 not equals to 0. That is true. Right. I'll enter into the loop. Okay. Now I'll do what? Num modulo 10, that is what? 2. Okay. If you do num modulo 10, that means 32 modulo 10, that would be give you answer what? 2. Right. So now you want to do what? Output plus num modulo 10, that means my new output is 1. That means 1 plus num modulo 10 would be what? 2. So my new output would be 3 here. I will update the value and 3. I will assign it to 3 here. Okay. Now again I will divide my num by 10 and I'll do parsing here. So if I do 32 by 10 now for this particular operation, 32 num modulo 10 of num divided by 10 operation, this operation now. Now I will give, it will give my answer as 3.2. But I will do, since I have used parsing here, my value would be 3. It will assign it to num. Again I will run through the loop. 3 modulo 3 divide not equals to 0, that is true. Okay. I'll do 3 modulo 10 here. It will give me output as 3. Okay. Now I'll assign it to output here, output plus num modulo 10, that means existing value is 3. Okay, existing value is 3, so 3 plus 3, 3 plus num modulo 10, that is 3. So now my new value would be 6. I'll assign it to 6 here. Okay, now I will again divide num by 10. So num by 10, that means 3 by 10, that will give me answer as 0. My num would be 0. So this condition would be anyway give me the false result, and it will print my output. Okay, so let's check it whether it will give me the proper output or not. See, it is giving me the proper output. Okay, yes, no, people, any doubt regarding this particular question, you can ask now, please. Try floating point number as example. Okay, so I think Shivam, it will not work for floating number. It will just work for integer number. Nilanjan, percent is the percent is, it will convert your value to the string operation. Okay. Okay. So difference between percent and math.floor. See, math.floor is using the math library. Math is a library. If you want to see here, let me just open it for you to see. Close it. I'll connect again here. So see, math dot flow. Okay, so this math dot flow is a library. Is it a part of the math library? Okay, math is a one kind of library. But if you just want to check like versus percent, okay, so percent is not a part of any library. Figure. So see, percent will convert any string to integer or number to integer as well. Okay, okay. Math dot round will also do the same, but math dot round will do the rounding of like logical way. So if you pass 2.6, it will give you the round of thing as 3, but you do want 2. Okay, so we cannot use math round here. Okay, but math.floor or math.float is faster, but we don't have to use this math library. Okay, both are the same, but this will use again like internal library, but I don't want to use it. That is why I use parse. Okay, it's not integer to string, Nilanjan. If you want to check it, then see, you can go here in the console. Okay, now let's initialize a string called as 10. Okay, let's print console.log parse int str. Good. Okay, it will convert your string to integer. Okay, that is why we have used the parse int. String to integer भी करेगा और integer to integer भी करेगा. ठीक है, if you just do like this way, that 10.6. Okay, so whatever the integer part would be there, it will convert it to the integer. Okay, floating point to the integer. You can see. Cool. Try another variable for palindrome. I have not covered palindrome yet. Okay, I have not covered palindrome. Okay, how to make and think such kind of logic. I mean, tried but didn't get the logic. Nishant, it will come up initially by the practice only. Okay, you have to solve a lot of problems, okay, in order to do that. Okay. Yes, Parag, there is a one like many logic for this. You know, we will cover that in future. I guess in the next session also I'll try to cover those kind of logic. And one of guy have asked me right now that, sir, can we do like this, like output is equals to output plus num modulo by 10. Instead of this, can I do output plus equals to num modulo by 10? Can I do this or not? I have taught you this. I taught this, right? See, the answer would be remain same. And one of the guys have asked me about the floating point. So if you do the 32.1, since we have not used any floating logic here, it will not work anyway. Okay, it will not work. Okay, it will not give you the proper answer. So I'll just copy this and I will upload this uh, in the D paste. I think so. D paste was something, yeah, we have used in the previous class, right? So I'll just copy this here. Sum of the digits. Okay. And I'll just share one link today, because in the previous class I have shared many links, so you might have confusion. You have to store each and every link for every classes and every problem. Okay, that is not preferable. So I'll just share one link from now. How can we access from dpaste? I'll share the link now. Yunus, I have in the previous class I have shared the link of the deepest. You can access from that. Okay. How to do this uh, module divide equals to 10, we have to convert to integer also. Okay, so if you want to do this, then you have to use like num equals to parse it num by 10. You have to use this. There's no any access to this. Sir, in SB code to GitHub. Okay, okay, I'll upload from the next class. We have the practice that we'll upload any every code to the GitHub. But see, this is not a big code. That is why I haven't used GitHub till now. Na? Because you guys might have not created an account in GitHub also. So gradually I will upload the classes to the in the GitHub also. Okay, okay. Because these logics are not no we have not done anything special today or any of the classes. It's just kind of the basics. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now, if I just tell you that if you just want to check whether the number is Armstrong or not, okay? If you just want to check whether the number is Armstrong or not, now a lot of guys will ask me, a lot of guys would ask me now, sir, what the hell is this Armstrong number? Okay, what is this Armstrong? We don't know, right? Anyone here is knowing about the Armstrong number? Anyone? Nope. Nope. Okay, no problem. If yes, then please tell me what is the Armstrong number. If not, then I'll explain you. Okay, so Ikta is saying 153 is Armstrong number, but Ikta I am asking what is this Armstrong number? Okay, okay, Anand is somewhat right. So see, what is Armstrong number? You have to take every digit from the number. Let's say 1 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, we did this earlier, like we explained in that previous scenario, right? How to do 1 plus 5 plus 3, enough. But now in this particular case, you have to do the cube of that. So 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. Okay, you have to do this. 1 plus 5 cube, that is 125, and 3 cube, that is 27. Okay, so if you sum of all of this, if you do sum of all of this, it would be written answer as 153. Okay, so if your cube, like individual cubes answer, this answer is equals to the original questions, the number, this 153 is 153 is equal, right? So this number is Armstrong. That is the logic. So that's what do you mean by equal some cube, not cubes? I'm not getting that. You must use the length of the number. How to use the length of the number? I'm not getting that. Likit, can you please explain it in detail? What do you want to me say? Likit, are you there? Okay. So anyway, so this is the logic that we have to get each of the digit. We have to make the cube of that, and we have to sum it. Okay. You know how to sum, right? You know how to do 1 plus 5 plus 3. Okay. Now you have to do, instead of this 1 plus 5 plus 3, you have to just make it to the cube, and you have to sum it all of that. You have to make the new digit, and you have to compare those digits to the initial digit. Are you getting the logic? It is pretty simple, right? Because in the previous scenario we have covered how to identify each of the digits and how to make the sum, right? Right or not? Yes, yes, no. I'll just make a poll. I'll just make a poll here. How many of you guys can do it? For 1634, you have to use. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, click it. But right now I'm just as no, I'm just doing for the basics. Let's just guys understand what is the Armstrong number. Okay. Same logic with needs manipulation. Yes, it seems double, but need to try. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to add the number with num to string And see, you don't have to convert the number to the string. You don't have to convert the number to the string, and you don't have to use the array. See, since we don't have to use any extra memory, you know, I will not allow you to use any extra memory. You have to use your brain only. Okay, you can take help from the previous program. Yes, you can take it. Okay, okay, okay. And I'll also not encourage you to use that no math.power function. Okay, in the if you use this method power function, then you have to use what, the number comma 3, right? Okay, in the number, you first of all you will have the 1, then you will have 5, then you will have 3, so it will anyway do the cube, but it will use the math library. I don't want to use the math library, so you have to just use what, num into num into num. Okay, right? Because you don't have to use any software, just use browser. Cool. Yes, he's right. Anand is somewhat right. Anand's logic is somewhat right. See what he did. What he did. See, if you can just take the example from the previous case, then our number was what? Our number was the output only. Okay, so let's just make it as output is equals to output plus one. You know, this was we did. This is what something we did. We will store this num modulo. See, you can guess. Can you help? Can you do you guys want my help in this, or you can just do it on your own? Niranjan says need help. Niranjan, you have to try. Okay, at least you have to try because we have covered the logic. Okay. Okay, so can we give it try? Yes, we can do it. Okay, done already. That's great. Okay, what for different number of digit, different number of digits? That we will see. Just hold on for 2 minutes. Okay, but for the three digits, that's the clear for number 153. How to check it with the number is Armstrong or not? Logic is clear. Yes. Okay. Let's see now something else. Okay. No. So now see. If you just search for Armstrong number, okay, you will find Armstrong number. Just a second. There's not the encyclopedia link here. It should be there. Okay, so see, if you just see what is Armstrong number, okay? So, what is Armstrong number? Number is thought of an Armstrong number if the sum of its own digit raised to the power of the digits give you the number itself. So, for an example, 0, 1. So, 0 power 0 is 1. Sorry, 0. 1 power 1 would be 1. 153 we already see, right? 370 would be 27 plus 7 to the power 3 plus 0 to the power 3. It will anyway give you the answer 370 for sure. Okay? 407 are 3 digits Armstrong number, and 1634, 8204, 9474, those are the 4 digit Armstrong numbers. So there are many more, right? So if you just take an example of 1634, okay, just do the console. uh, just do the console. Let me take it here. Okay, 1634. Okay, so I'll just do what, 1 into 1 into 1 plus 6 into 6 into 6 plus 3 into 3 into 3 plus 4 into 4 into 4. It should give me what, 1634. Let's run it. It is giving me wrong result. Okay, so whatever the the count of the digit, let's say here you have 4 counts. Okay, so that many times you have to multiply it. Okay, so into 6 into 3 into 4. Okay, okay, now if you run this, you will get the proper answer. So you have to have find the particular way to count the digit also, right? So how to count the digit? Okay, how to count the digits? This is not a string that you will use the dot length operation here. Okay, this is not that way. Okay, so you have to use something else in order to do that, right? Right or not? Yes. No, we don't. We are not supposed to do that. Like, this is a bad practice. Okay, we don't have to convert it anything to the string operation. Conversion is always considered as like a falsy value, like it's not preferable to do anything anyway. Okay, every time while loop runs, take a variable and count. Okay, yes, we can do that, we can do that. So see, if you want to do this, if you want to do this, then what we need to do, let me just explain you first, then I'll explain you in the code. Okay. Okay, the question is clear what we are trying to implement. Everyone, for everyone it is clear. Question is clear now. ना okay, ठीक है. We have to find the number of digits, है ना. ठीक है. Okay, so let's take an example for just number 371. Okay, for the number 371. Now we will check that until this number would become 0, we'll check until then. We'll divide this number every time with 10. Okay, first of all, if we just divided number with 10, then it will give me output of what, 370, sorry, 37. Again, if I'll do, will I give me output of what, 3, right? Right or not? Hello. Yes. If I'm again doing this operation again, it will give me output of 0. Okay. So how many total number of operations would be here involved? This is first operation, this is second operation, this is third operation. So if, can I say every time if I'll run through the loop, I have to make a count. Let's say I will initialize count equals to 0 initially. If it's executing this like first time loop, then I'll increment count to the 1, increment count to 3, increment count to 3. Okay. Whenever my loop will runs off, it will not run again. That means my number would be 0. This count variable would be equals to what? Number of digit. Correct or not? ठीक है ना. Cool. ठीक है. Okay. So by anyway, this operation, if we just implement doing this operation to use the Armstrong number, it will be false, right? Because it will just work for 3-digit number. It will not work for 4-digit number. So by anyway, we have to first find the numeric digit. How many number of total digit are there? And that many of time we have to make a cube or 4 time or 5 times that operation, right? Na? If we just number of if there is just two numbers, then we have to do square. If there's three number, then we have to do cube. If there's four operation, then we have to do quadruple, right? Cool. Okay. Okay. So now let's code this. Let's code this particular thing. So let's say, I'll just tell you where my num will be 371 that we have took earlier. Cool. Now I'll just do a copy of this number like this way, where num is equals to original. Original. This is my original number. I'll assign it to here. Why I have assigned it to here, I'll just tell you later. Okay. Okay. Cool. Now I'll just make run through the while loop while my this num would be not equals to 0 or greater than 0. Is that okay with you all? Is that okay with you all? And I have also initialized with no, the number of digits. Let's say number num digits equals to 0, right? Right. Cool. Okay. So whatever I have to write the logic, I have to write between this only. Cool. Okay. So now I'll just do what, I will just divide it to num is equals to num divided by 10. Okay. And if I'm entering into this loop, that means I have to initialize, if I have to increase what, num digit plus plus every time. If I'm entering into the loop, that means number is greater than 0, that means it is a valid case, so I have to increment the loop. Cool. Every time I have to initialize, every time I have to run through the loop till the my number is not becoming 0, right? Cool. Now if I just want to log this, if I'll just log this console dot log num digits. Okay. Okay. If I'll just do this, let me clear this, let's try to check. So it's giving me 327. Okay, let me check what is wrong with here. Let's check. 371 mod divided by 10, that is 32. Okay, so if you have any, like I have some problem in between this, let's check it, what is the problem. Okay, it should not have any problem. Num digits plus plus num is 371. 371 divided by 10, that is my new number. Okay, 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 got it. So we did not use the this parse int. Okay, we have to use the parse int. Now you got it, why we have to use the parse int, है ना? Let me turn it off. Okay, so now you guys are getting me, like why we have to use the, oh, we have again used the decoder, I don't know why. So see, it's using the, like it's giving me the proper answer. Cool. Okay, my number of digit would be 3. Okay, right? Yes. So now in this particular case you have to use the math dot power function. I'll allow you to use this, okay, in order to make the cube or make the quadruple, because every time you cannot, like if I give you the a 10 digit number, okay, 10 digit number, so every time you cannot do na, that num into num into num into num for 10 times. You cannot write it, right? So that is why the method power function here would be feasible, so I will allow you to use it, num comma number of digits. Okay, it would give you the proper answer. Fine. Yes. So implement this at your home to the Armstrong number to find the Armstrong number. Cool. Okay. Am I clear with this up to this point? Right. I will also upload this particular thing to the paste bin to find the number of digits. See, I'll help you to climb the steps, but I'll not no carry you to find the to climb the mountain. You know? So that you need to do from your own number of digits. Okay, if you do this, if you hustle some more thing, then you will realize that you are enjoying that particular thing. Okay, can we use I less than length? Length is not useful here. Length number equals to number. No, we cannot use it. Na? See what is length here? Okay, I'll explain that, Nishan. uh, we can use if number is greater than equals to 100, and then it's three digit number. But it's like, what if I will give you the number which is having six digits, will it work, Vishal? We have to implement the logic which will work with the entire scenario, with entire scenarios. Okay, is percent used to convert a number to integer? See, number is already integer, है ना? So number can be anything, like number can be integer, number can be float, number can be big int, है ना? So if you want to convert any particular number or string to integer, for that we are using parsing. Okay, I have explained you just 2 minutes ago that if you are passing the string inside the parsing, it will also convert it to the integer. Cool. Okay, num plus plus number digit or number digit plus plus, sir, can we see any difference here? What do you think, Nisha, Dipanshu? Guys, you tell me. Dipanshu is asking us something, said that, sir, instead of this num digit plus plus, if we use plus plus num digits, what it makes difference? It is just case of the pre and post increment that I have already explained you, right? That's okay, Dipanshu. You can ask anything you want. Nobody will judge you, na? You can ask any silly questions, any good questions. There is not a silly question. There is a pretty good question. I will rather say, na? Because we have covered the increment, the post increment, the pre increment, right? Okay. So it will make no difference, I guess. So let's check it. Oh, let me just refresh the page. Okay, it will not make any difference. Cool. Okay. Okay. Dipanshu, am I clear? Okay. Cool. ठीक. This was our second question. Now, if I'll just tell you guys that suppose you have this particular scenario. In this particular case, you have, I will give you one pattern in order to, work around with this. So I will give you one pattern such as uh, star. Let me change the pen. So this is a star. This is a star. I'm asking you to print this pattern. Can anyone tell me what should be the logic? I will give you 5 minutes to think. Is it enough? You just need to tell me the logic. No? You just need to tell me the logic, not how to implement a logic. You know, nested loops, two loops, all are the answer of how to implement the logic. But I'm asking, what is the logic? See, I'll just tell you, since this is your first question. Every time if you know see the any kind of pattern question, this is something known as a pattern questions. Okay. Now for some time, just stop commenting and listen to myself. Listen to me what I'm telling to you, right? Just for 2 minutes, listen to just listen to me. I'm explaining some very important thing that would be covered. Like if you have any pattern questions, that would be piece of cake for you if you just understand this. Right now I will not tell you that particular no the formula or the what we can say the hidden trick to solve any pattern problem. I'll just explain you this problem, this particular problem. But in the next class, probably I'll tell you the trick to solve any kind of pattern problem. Okay? You will in the interview also, if you face any kind of problem with regards to pattern problem or with regards to something which is related to some minor logic, such kind of this. If you just want to paint from some pyramid or reverse pyramid or full pyramid, hollow pyramid, those are the kind of the patterns. Okay? So those questions would be piece of cake for you. So your half, or like say where we can say 20% of your pressure battle would be resolved. Okay? So let's understand this. Whenever when whenever you will face this kind of pattern problem, you have to divide it with the rows and columns. So these are your rows, one, two, three, four, five. These are your columns. Okay, there is one, two, three, four, five. Cool. Okay, right? Okay. So in the rows, if I will tell you, then this is your zeroth row, this is your first row, this is your second row, this is your third row, this is your fourth row. Okay, since we have started with zero. Similarly, in the column also, we have zeroth row, first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. Trust me, guys, I'm not saying any lie to you. I have learned this kind of problems in my 11th standard. Okay, so I know how, the ins and outs of it. When my brother taught me this, my brother actually taught me this particular scenario in the C language. Okay, I coded in C language this particular questions. In that only, in the paper and pen, he used to teach me like this only. Okay, it is like very effective. No? So divide the rows like this. What's wrong with it? Divide the rows like this and divide it with the columns. Cool. Okay, in a pen and paper. Okay. Now, now, uh, okay. Now observe some patterns. See, coding is absolutely the skill of observation. Okay. So you have to observe the scenario in each and every case. So what do you mean by each and every case? So see, in the first line, in the first row and first column, you are just supposed to print one star only. Okay. In the second step, in the first row, you have to print two stars. In the third row, you have to print three stars. In the fourth row, you have to print four stars. In the fifth row, you have to print five stars. So can I say, uh, can I say my would be row number would be equals to number of stars? Yes. Or in other way, can I say my star would go, my star would go till it matches to the row and column. Let's say if I'm dealing with the second row, then my star would not go beyond the second column. So my J would always, like my column, okay, my column would always be less than my row. If this condition is true, I need to print star. Can I say this? For an example, if my row is fourth, okay, if my row is fourth, and my, so for an example, in this particular scenario, my column, my row is third. Okay, in the third row, if you can observe, my star would can only go up to the column. Okay, that is three. Okay, it cannot go beyond four. That means that means column should be always less than to the row. Can I say this? Can I say this? Yes, less than or equals to. Because if you are dealing with three, then three is already included in the star, right? Yes, less than or equals to, right? Okay. Let me explain you once again, okay, in the proper way. If you are not getting it, that's cool. Okay. If you need to print anything like this, you need to observe some pattern. That is why it is called as a pattern problems. And I think every interview cannot be end without any kind of pattern problem or logical problems. Okay. So in this particular scenario, you have this problem, and in this problem, now you have to see, this is my zeroth, first, second, third, and fourth row. This is my zeroth column, first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. So see, every time my row number cannot exceed to the column number, or can I say my column number or my star in which my column is printing cannot exceed to the row number. See, 2 2, it cannot be like 3 2, there is a blank space, my star cannot be printed here. Okay, 4 2, my star cannot be printed here. Okay, column number has to be less than or equals to row number. See, it's 2, then it will be true, like 2 less than equals to 2, that is true, that is why you have need to print this. Okay, Niranjan, am I clear with this point? Yes. Okay, so in every pattern problem there will be some relation in between rows and columns. Okay, so now how to print this particular problem and how to code this. So we will make one loop for rows, we will make one loop for the columns. Okay, okay, that will be the nested loop. Okay, now how, let me just tell you. So if I'll just make first loop, that means first we uh, where n is equals to 5. Okay, how many rows would be there? That is my number 5. Okay, for, or I can say like just like rows and calls. Okay, okay, now I will initialize my rows to the 0. Rows should be less than or equals to whichever my number is here, n is equals to 5. Okay. Okay, for now only Nilanjan I'm taking as I and J, but for the future reference I'll not use IJ, because in your exam or in your real time scenario you don't have to use this kind of variables. Okay, but for now it's okay. I'll use that. I less than equals to n. Okay, I plus plus. This is my first two. Okay, so n is my how many times I need to print. Like this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need to take 5 inputs, 5 rows anyway. Okay, that is why I have taken n equals to 5. This many times I need to run my loop. Cool. If you're not getting this, please, I'll just use 5 here as of now, since this is your first problem. Okay, don't confuse in that. Okay, now in the, this is my first loop. Okay, it will just print my rows. Okay, for j is equals to 0, j is less than or equals to, right now I'm just putting it 5. It's not true, but I'm just putting it 5. Okay, just to show you, day plus plus. Now, first of all, you need not to do anything. You just need to do console here start. Okay, let's see what is happening. See, it is printing starts. It is printing starts, but but it's not printing properly, right? It's not printing properly. Okay, so let's make it. Let's change this phi to I. Okay, let's try now. Output is same. Output is same. Okay. So for every scenario, see, if you are just printing one star, you need to break your line and you need to start it again, right? So every time this loop will be break, you need to do what? Console dot log slash n. Okay. To do this, to do this, see now what is happening? My one star, then two spaces, two star, then again space, three star, then one space, four star, then again space, five star, then again space, six star, then again space. Right? 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 Enough? So what is wrong here? It should be in string, right? Yes, it should be in string. So we will just take one string where output. Okay, we'll take this string. We will append it like let's say output is equals to output plus the string. Okay, that's what you are telling me to do. Should be string. This is string only. No, no, this will be the string only. Integer the last line. There are six stars. We need to print. Yeah, so that is why I have removed the equals to. The previous equals I less than or equals to, that is why that it has printed for six times. You can either start it with one or you can just remove the equals to. I have just removed the equals to. Okay, okay, let's check it for like, yeah, just a second, let's check it, but after this output is equals to output plus slash n. Okay, let's check it what is happening now. It is printing. It is okay. So you are telling me something like this only, right? Output should be initialized with this. Let's check it now. Inverted comma is printing, so we need to remove this. No, but it should be there. It should be there. So what's wrong here? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? In JLoop, console.log, use condition in JLoop. No, I'm saying why it is printing this inverted comma. Otherwise, my program is right? Okay. Yes, no. Output is given blank value. Output is given blank value, but if I initialize it, huh? First output. Okay. See, I'll just tell you. Blank value. There is star in between star. Here, this one, right? Right, right. Okay. Again, another thing is there. I need to print this console dot log output, right? Okay. Can you see the output now? Cool. Okay. So you need to be active in each and every point. Okay. I'll repeat myself again why we have used it. Okay. So the main point here, the main like we हमने कोई 30 मार्क का वाला काम नहीं किया है. We have just printed the basic pattern which will taught in like 11th or 12th standard or 10th standard. if they are more inclined to learn the computers. Okay, so we have not used anything special here. Okay, in ninth class, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so it if we didn't use the console log, how was it printing? Okay, so let's just remove this and check it now. So it will be printing the output string here. Okay, but I need to just do what? This I need to just print the console like output thing. So if you just do this, like if I just paste cut this, and if you just do this like 12 plus 50, did I console this 27? Did I console this 27? But still it is printing, na, right? Okay, that's the same way. That's the same way it is printing here. It was printing it. Cool. Okay. Okay. Chase is moody language. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll repeat myself again. We have not done something special, but yes, we have climbed one more step towards learning the things properly. So what we did? Okay, I'll just try it in once again. Okay, just try it in once again. That means okay. Okay. So see, I just initialize my value as I and J. Okay. Okay, output as blank till now. So here my output, it is blank, so it's not storing anything. Cool. Okay, for I is equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Cool. So for I is equals to 0, that means I have assigned my value of I to the 0. Now 0 is less than 5, that is true. It will go inside the loop. J initialized with the 0. J is less than or equals to I. 0 is less than or equals to I, that is true, right? So it will enter in the loop. Cool. ठीक है. So output is equals to output plus star, that means empty string plus star, that means this, right? It will just hold this value. Okay, now again it will run through the loop, increment the j, so j will be incremented to the 1. Okay, now it will check 1 less than or equals to 0 or not. It is false, right? Okay, so it will be, this will be printed, output is equals to output plus slash n. That means this is my, suppose man lo, okay, this is my output screen of console. It has printed this, and since I did this slash n, it will, my output, new output will be printed from here. ठीक है, यहाँ तक clear है? Why we use the console slash n, Jayesh, right? Dipanshu, right? महेश अभी तक तो हमने कुछ किया भी नहीं है. अभी से ब्रेक. Okay, can we use break? Oh, so sorry. So no, we cannot use break here, because see, if you just use break, okay, so it will break this particular loop. So it will go outside of this, and it will go outside of this. It will just print the output. Okay, break we cannot use. We cannot use. Slash n is just to use, just to end the current line and start from the new line. Okay. Yes, br we can use. You can try br. Cool. Okay. Chandan, if you just use j less than or equals to 5 here, see, I'll just show you. If you just use j less than or equals to 5 here, then remember, j less than or equals to 5. That means you have to run your star loop, like you have to print your star to the 5 times only. Okay? Every time you need to run it to the 5 times. So it will just like something like this. But you don't want to print in the first row, you don't want this 4. In the second line, you don't want this 4 star. Yeah. Okay? That is why we cannot use 5 here. Okay? We have to show some relation with respect to I here. Okay? Now why I have just used I here, because every time what is my row number, that will be my star number of stars. Second row, that means 2 star. Third row, that means 3 star. This is also one kind of logic. Okay. Okay, as I can increment, so they increments, yes. Okay, that is the importance of dry run, na? Okay, that is the main importance of dry run. Yes, no, right or not? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we were on this particular line, j would be increment to the 1 here. Now it will check 1 less than or equals to 0 or not. It will break the loop. It will print the star. Now it will again go to the I loop. I would be my incremented here. Okay, it will again go here. J would be again initialized to the 0. Now it will check 0 is less than or equals to 1 or not. Yes, it's true. Okay, yes, it is true. So in the output string, it will print 1 star. Now, okay, okay. Again, it will go and check whether my 1 j will be increment to the 1. 1 is less than or equals to 1 or not is true, right? It will again go inside the loop and it will print the output. That means star and star. Okay, second star. Now again it will check. My j would be now 2. My 2 is less than or equals to 1. It is true or not? It's false, right? So now it will come outside of this loop. It will append slash n here like this. It will print here because I've used the console. Again, sorry, it will not print, it will just hold in the output. So it will just print like this and it will come to the next line. That is why it will print like 3 will come to the next line, 4 will come to the next line, similarly to the 5 times. Cool. Priyanshu, can you please tell me which particular part you want me to repeat, because I have just dry run the code. I just completed. I just dry run the code. Vikas, can you please also repeat, like, can you please tell me which particular point you are not getting me? You are not getting me this point. You are not getting it, Priyanshu. Okay. Okay, no worries. What we can do, use debugger here. Okay. Okay. This will be my console screen. Here, my console will be displayed. This is my debugger. I will enter. Okay. My right now my ice value will be 0. J value would be 0 now. Okay, it will check whether my 0 is less than equal to 0 or not. It's true, right? So it will enter in here. It will uh, print the star. In the output string you will see there is 1 star right now, right? It will again increment to the j. Again, j would be increment to the what? 1, right? It will again check the condition. 1 is less than or equals to 0 or not. It is false. So it will append the slash n, right? Priyanshu, am I clear with this particular point? Vikas? Yes? Okay. After this slash and printing, it will again go here and it will uh, increment the value of I. That will be 0 to the 1. Now new value would be I would be 1. Okay, 1 less than 5 would be true. It will again enter in the loop. Okay, so this loop would be run with what time? Okay, till the j's value would be less than or equals to I. Now that means if my j value would be 2, okay, right now my i's value would be is 1. If my j is becoming 2, this would be false and this is not true condition. That is why it will be breaking. Okay, this run would be run, this loop would be run 2 times. Okay, this is for first time. Okay, this is for second time. Okay, now it will again go here and it will increment to the 1 to 2. Okay, so this 2 would be less than equals to 1. It is false, right? So it will go outside, it will append the string. Okay. Okay, similarly for the third loop, this would be I. If I is becoming 3, okay, right now is my I is becoming 2, right? So this loop would be run at what time? 0, 1 and 2. That means 3 times. Okay, this is first time, this is second time, this is third time. Yes, will exit then. Similarly for fourth, similarly for 5. So this was my first loop, this was my second iteration, which was run 2 times. This was my third loop, which was run for 3 times. So every time my loop is running, it is printing just 1 star, and every time if my loop is breaking, this j loop is breaking, it is printing slash, and that means it is uh, throwing it will throw into the new line. So my output would be the into the new line, right? The answer, am I clear with this point? Can we use into 2 equals to will string repeats if we multiply with integer? No, Likit, we cannot use it. I think so. We cannot use it, but still you can try. If even if it will give you the output, we should not use it. Okay. I want the logics as such like this only. Okay. Don't try to escape from the logics, right? You have to get this. irrespective of anything. Okay, I don't care how many extra classes I need to take. I don't care about it. Okay, but I need to care that you have to understand this concept in detail. That's all. Okay. Can we make conditions like multiple conditions like I equals to 0, j equals to 0, I less than 5, and then j is equals to 5, I plus plus j plus plus? What do you think, Dipanshu? What do you think? It will work or not? If yes, why? If no, why? Yes, you need to watch the session also for loop, Vishal. I think so. Next session would be entirely based on arrays and loops. Okay, next couple of weeks would be entirely based on this, and we will also practice some more DSA problems. Still, the answer was prank. Okay, we'll try. Okay, ठीक है. See, some of the like one guy has just asked me to change the line number 8. Jayesh has asked me to change the line number 8. ठीक है. So Jayesh, if you change the line number 8 to the console.log, ठीक है, like this, console.log output. Can I do plus slash n here? Can I do this? Yes, if you can allow me, I can use it or not. Yes, are you there? You are taking dinner. Okay, maybe, right? You are not sure. Okay, let's run this. Okay, let's run this. See, it is printing some output value like this. Okay, it is printing like this. Why? 1, 3, 5, 7, then it's 13. Okay, why? Print will not end the line. Okay, yes, it will not end the line, but we have used the slash n. It will end the line, but why it is printing like this? 1, then after 3. It is showing the main output string maybe. Yes, it is showing the main output string. Okay. Why? My question is why it is throwing like this? Line number 5. Without in J loop only. Without it's in J loop only. Yes, it's in J loop. Let's run this. See, try first my I is 0, j is also 0. So 0 is less than equals to 0, that is true. It will enter into loop. Okay. My j would be increment to the 1. Yeah, it will make the condition as false. It will come outside. It will print star and slash n. Cool. यहाँ तक ठीक है. Okay. Till this point everything is okay. Yes. Now my I is increment to the 0 to 1. Okay. Now it's 1. 1 is less than 5. That is true. It will enter again. J is again initialized to the 0. 0 less than equals to 1. That is true. So output would be output plus star. That means it's 2 output. Now again. So my initial output was star, which was in the first line, right? You remember? Okay. Initial output was this. Na? Now for this loop, for first loop of j, it is again appending first star, but it is not appending in new line. It is appending into the previous line only. Yes. Yes. Correct. Right. Now if I run this again, 1 is less than equals to 1, that is true. Again this output will be appended to the 3 like second time. So this first was from the first loop, this second 2 star from the second loop, right? Right, that is why it is printing like this. So if I just do F10 here, if I just do F10 here, you can see it is printing. It will print. Okay. It will print now for the 3 times. Got it? Similarly for the 5 times also it will print like this. So in this particular case, this first star is from this only, right? So it will ruin our logic. It will ruin our logic. Okay, so that is why we have to print it to the outside. ठीक है, cool, ठीक है ना? Yes, it is adding into the previous string. Slash s slash n is in the ith loop. So after completing whole new row, going to the next line. Yes, yes, Priyanshu, please ask. Once again, explain why 3 stars. Joseph, it is printing 3 stars because 1 star from the previous string, 2 stars from the new string. That is the same thing like this. Uh, this was our initial output. So what it is doing, if I'm just doing console.log instead of here to here, this 1 star would be not going anywhere. Okay, every time my every string would be printed. Okay, so it will append this one to here, that is why one, then three, then this three strings to here, that is why three plus three, three plus two, that is five. Okay, this two plus three, five, this three plus four, that is seven. Okay, this five plus four, that is nine. That is why it is printing such like this. Okay, why did you remove the code? I didn't remove the code, I just shown you the actual code. Okay, let me just copy this once and paste it to here. Pattern. Now if you want me to run this, then okay, this should be anyway click in your mind. Why it is printing like this? Because this 1 star is adding here into the this 2 stars, which is new. Okay, in this particular three, this is the same as this, and this three are new. This three are new, and this three are old. Okay, out of this six, this six are old, this four are new. Okay, so every time it is printing the same string over and over again. That is why it is printing like this. Okay, na? So you can use the debugger in your particular browser, and you can use it. Cool. Am I clear up to this point? Yes, na? Easy. Okay. Good. Great. Great. See, now instead of this pattern, I'm giving you another pattern. Uh, just a second. The pattern was just a second. Okay, so the pattern was like this. That here it is 1 star. Okay, it is this one. Similarly, you have to use something like this. You have to print something like this. Okay, okay. Whenever I am using let where it's showing me redeclaration, use where and refresh the browser. That's all. If you are using let, then you refresh the browser. Where would be working anyway. Cool. Okay. Can you show the previous code again? Okay, sure. This is our previous code. Can you look into it? Was okay. It is like this. So you can see and make through it. Can we have break? Yes, we can have break for 15 minutes. Right? No, no, Jess, we cannot do that. Homework question? Which is homework question? Like the sum wala you are asking me? The addition of the digits? I'll give you the entire code. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll give you the entire link of this code. Don't worry. After the class, I'll give you this entire link of the code. This link will be with you. So every problem that we're dealing with right now, that those would be with you. Don't worry. Okay. But for now, my question is, we need to print this kind of output. Okay, this kind of output. What should be your logic? Okay. I'm giving you the break. After the break, I need the logic of this. Okay. I'm just giving the hint. Okay. I'll just give you the hint. Okay. Okay. So in the hint, I can give you that, see, this is your zeroth row, first row, second row, and third row. Zeroth column, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay. Now, think about the spaces. See, you have to print the spaces, then after the star. You have to print the spaces, then after the star. You have to print the spaces, then after the star. Right? Right? Okay. So, if my row number is 0, then my spaces are 3. If my row number is 1, then my spaces are 2. If my row number is 2, then my spaces are 1. If my row number is 3, then my spaces are 0. Can you find some relation between the spaces and the row number? Right? You know? Okay. Okay. And yeah, one more thing. Uh, Here my n is 3, or my n is 3 here, right? That is why I have printed 0 to 3. You can just omit this for now, okay, if you want. So this is the logic. This is the hint that I have given. Okay. Now you need to build. You need to come up with the logic. What should be the logic here? Okay. It should print spaces as well. It should print the star as well. Okay. Can we split this pattern? This is already splitted. You can split it like this, na? The spaces you can split, and the star you can split. This way you can do. Can you please explain again this printing file lines, even though we have used the console.log only once? In the previous scenario, you're asking this. Okay, okay, ठीक है. So, okay, so you're asking me that why it is printing the 6 stars here, right? So, what? So you're asking me that this one, this one, this 5 stars you are asking me this? Yeah, we have used once, but this output is appending for every time, na? Yes, it is in loop. That is why it is. We are appending for every time. We are printing 5 lines, but every time we are appending, na? See, this output is inside this loop. This loop is learning for how many times? 5 times. Okay, so every time it is printing one line and doing the slash n. That's why it is printing with the another line. Okay, slash n is used for to the break line. Cool. Just if you want to come up in the no in the you can raise the hand. I will allow you to speak. You're getting me, Jess? Where are you? At least answer yes, no. Okay. Okay. So you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, yes. Please say.
Uh, yes, I was confused that we have used console.log.output only once, and it is
Correct.
not inside the loop.
Perfect. But see,
Therefore, I thought,
yes, yes. I'll explain you. See, this is the string, right? This where output is
yes,
string, right? So for this inner loop, we are making the output string. Like how many times it should print. So this three stars or this two stars are coming from this output, this loop only. This loop would be run for three times for this three stars. For it will run for two times for this two stars, right? Okay.
okay,
After that we need to break line. That is why we are coming out of this loop when I and j are not like I would be less than to j, or we can say j would be less than to I, right?
yes,
This condition would be break at the time, so it will come out of the loop,
okay,
है ना?
ha
It
ha
will
ha,
append the slash n to break the line, and it will come into the next line, right?
okay,
And again this loop is running, like ith loop is already running. This j loop has broken, but ith loop is already running, so it will append again. This string is appending again, and we are just
okay,
printing this string. So this string is, this is only just one string.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
it
That
is
whole is one
appending.
string.
Yes, yes, and this slash n
Okay,
is that, that is why you are seeing that this is a 5 lines, but in the internal it is just for one line.
okay, okay. I thought they were different lines.
No, you can
Okay,
debug it
got it.
and you can get it the answer. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, okay, got
Cool.
it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care. Okay. So for this questions, so for this question, I'll repeat it again. I will repeat it again. You need to print this particular spaces, na, and then you have to print the stars as well. So I'll give you the 10 minutes to think and 10 minutes for break as well. After coming from this 10 minutes, we will resolve this particular problem. Cool. So it's almost 9:40. We will come back at 9:50. That would be fine, right? 15 minutes you want? Okay, ठीक है चलो. So we'll come back at 9:55. Cool. ठीक है. Okay. Okay. So your time starts now. You can go and eat your dinner. Okay. Use two loops to. Okay, we'll see that. Don't worry. So, hi guys, we are back. So, let everyone comes with another 2 minutes. We'll say 9:56 or 7. We'll start. Okay, so can we start now? Let me share my screen. Okay, cool. So, see, we were at this problem. This. Uh, we were at this problem, right? Okay. So, has anyone found the solution? What we can do in this? What I can do in this? Can anyone tell me? I'm audible. I'm audible, guys. Okay, row number increase, spaces decrease. But that is not entirely true. Na? Let's see for this line number 3. There is no space. You know? We have to make some particular solution. Like this is not a particular solution. Na? Increase decrease. This way we cannot print. Use two loops. You have to print n number of spaces in J loop and decrement minus one every iteration for I loop print star by increment. Relatable, somewhat relatable, that is true. But what should be the logic of this space and star? Okay. So can I say, let's take an example. So can I say something like this as uh, so can I say something like this as I can take pen. Huh. So if I will take n equals to 4, okay. So I need to print something like this as star. Cool. Okay. This is what I need to print, right? This is what I need to print. Now, and if I start with 0, then when another line would be there. Okay. This is what I need to print. Correct. Okay. So now let's suppose for n equals to 4. Okay. My this is first, second, third, and fourth space. One, two, three space. One, two space. One space. Okay. Zero space. Okay. This is my zero, one, second, three, four. Okay. This is my row number. This is my space. This is my n, right? Okay. If my row number is 0, then my space would be 4. If my row number is 1, my space would be 3. If my row number is 2, my space would be 2. If my row number is 3, my space would be 1. If my row number is 4, my space would be 0. So, can I say that this n minus row would be my spaces. Let's say 4 minus 0 would be 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 4 would be 0. So can I say that, sir, my logic for the space would be every time n minus row. Can I say, can I say this? Can I say this? This will be entirely true for spaces. Correct or not? Everyone, I want answer from everyone. Please participate. Guys, are you? I cannot see this energy that we generally have in every other classes. Are you guys getting what I'm telling you? Okay, Dipanshu, that's great. You have asked some doubt. Okay, so see, this is my n equals to 4, right? This is my scenario for n equals to 4, Dipanshu, right? Now, this is what my expected output would be. This is my space that I need to print, and then after one star would be that I need to print, right? For my n equals to 4, my row number is 0. For row number 0, I need to print how much spaces? 4. Okay, okay, I'll be explain little bit slow for this, no problem. Okay, for row number 0, how many spaces are there? One, two, three, four. Okay, four spaces are there. For row number 1, how many spaces are there? 3. For row number 2, there will be 2 spaces. For row number 3, that will be only one space. For row number 4, you need to print 0 spaces. Am I correct up to this point? So you need to make one formula. Okay? You need to make one formula which will be entirely true with any number of row with any number of spaces. True. Mahak, sir, if we do n minus row, then 2 minus 2 would be 0. Yes, yes. So here you have taken n equals to 4. Okay? So for fourth number of row, if you have taken n equals to 4, then for the fourth number of row, your spaces would be anyway 0. Similarly, you have taken n equals to 2. That is why your second row would be 0. So are you getting my point? Mac, are you getting my point? What I am trying to explain? N is constant. Yes, yes. True? Correct? Okay, Dipanshu, are you getting my point right now? So we need to, Amit, we need to make one formula for this logic. Okay? For any number of n, for any number of row, your logic should be true for the spaces. Okay? So I have made a logic that if you do like this logic, like n minus row number, that would be equivalent to your space. Okay? So your 4 minus 0 would be 4, 4 minus 1 would be 3, 4 minus 2 would be 2, 4 minus 3 would be 1, 4 minus 4 would be 0. So my logic is working fine. That is why I have made n minus row as my space logic. Cool. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay. Now I need to also print star as well, right? I don't have to just print the stars, right? Sorry, the spaces. I need to, after this four spaces, I need to print one star as well, right? Right. So I will iterate one loop for the space and one loop for the star. Okay. Okay. Now, what should be the logic of star? If you will observe, if you will observe, then uh, at the row number 0, at the row number of 0, you have one star. Number of stars is 1. For the row number 2, your stars are 3. For the row number 3, your stars are 3 into 5. For the row number 4, your stars are, okay, sorry, so I have taken, I missed the first row, right? So let me just do it again. For the row number of 0, that will be 1 star, right? Right. For the row number 1, that would be 3 star. For the row number 2, that would be 5 star. For the row number 3, that would be 3, 3, 6, 7 star. For the row number 4, your logic would be 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 9 stars. Okay. So you need to make some logic for n equals to 4 is this. Row number are this. You need to make some logic to get this particular number of stars. Okay. Okay. Now, what should I do? Come on, guys. What should I do? Can you please? Anyone can tell me what should be the logic for the this particular stars? Will work using one loop. A equals to one print n minus space a plus plus. Okay. ठीक है. We'll see that. 2i plus 1. Everyone is saying 2i plus 1. Let's debug this. So 2i plus 1, where I is what? Your row number. Okay. So you are saying me that 2 into rows plus 1. Okay. Let's check it. So for row number 0, that would be 2 into 0 plus 1, that would be 1. It's correct. For row number 1, it would be 2 into 1 plus 1. That means 2 plus 1, that would be 3. Correct. Okay. Till now it's correct. Now for row number 3, it will be 2 into 2 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 1, 5. Correct. It will be work for this as well. For row number 3, it would be 2 into 3 plus 1, that would be 6 plus 1, that would be 7. Correct. For row number 4, 2, 4 plus 4 into 2, 8 plus 1, that would be 9. It's perfectly fine. So your logic is right, everyone. Okay. So I guess so your mind is somewhat open now. Cool. ठीक है ना? Okay. So can we code now? Can we code now? ठीक है. Okay, let's code. Let's code now. Okay, let's code now. So now I will do what I'll do now. What I'll do now that I'll present you one thing that I'll take my input where n is equals to 4. Okay, that's why I took earlier. Okay. So for this particular where n equals to 4, I will run through the loop for the spaces first. Okay. So for let I or I so let's suppose we will take the I for now. Okay. I equals to 1. I should be less than or equals to what? I should be less than or equals to what? N, right? Correct. I plus plus in this particular case. First, so this is my, so if you just do like console dot log I here, okay, if you just run it, okay, just run it, you can see like first 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows are printed. Okay, how many rows we wanted? We wanted 3 plus 2, 5. Huh? We wanted the 5 rows, right? So just make it 5. Yeah, make it 5. Cool. Now if you just print here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here we wrote the logic with the respect to 0. That is why it was 5 rows. Here we have started with the 1. That is why previously it was 4 rows. Now it is 5. Okay. I don't confuse in this. Hai na? You are clear with this? Yes. Are you clear with this, everyone? Hai na? So these 5 rows are printed. Now in this particular rows we want to do something. So see, these 5 rows are printed. Now in this particular 5 rows, here first of all I need to print the spaces, then I need to print the star. Okay. So first I need to do what? Print spaces, right? Okay. I need to do the same now. Everyone agrees with me? Everyone agrees with me? Yes, no? Let me check through the, right. Okay, everyone agrees with me now. Cool. Okay na? Okay. Now in this I'll take, let me just take it at where, or let me just remove this. Okay na? In this particular scenario I'll just take it where j equals to 1. They should less than, this is for spaces. So for spaces we have made a criteria n minus rows. So they should run till n minus I here, right? And here I will do j plus plus. Correct. Correct. Right. Okay. I'll just make a one string for output. Let's say for output is equals to blank string. I'll append output is equals to output plus space here. Okay. So it will print my space, right or not? Cool. Okay. This is what we have seen on paper, right? So on paper, if you are working, if your logic is working on code, it should definitely working. Okay. So this is for the third loop that will be print for the stars. Okay. So this will be for stars. A is equals to 1. A should less than. For the stars, what we have made the formula, 2 into rows plus 1, that will be 2 into I plus 1, uh, and we just made it for k plus plus, right? Right. Till now, everyone with me? Okay. Yes, speaker. We'll see that. For now, whatever you have told me to do, I am doing that only. Okay. Okay. Now I'll print output is equals to output plus star. That is what you want me to do, right? Is this what something you want me to do? Cool. Don't we need to give bracket for condition? Which condition? This condition. This condition. It would be fine. It's fine if you make a bracket or not. It would be fine. It would be fine. Cool. Okay. So after that, I will. You need to also uh, put the output in the new line. That is why I'm just doing it slash n. Cool. Okay. Right. Right or not? Okay, na? Right. And after that, I'll just print console.log output. Okay. Okay. Now let's check. Let's check whether it is printing or not. So it is printing something like this. What's wrong here? What is wrong here? You need to find it out and tell me. Row is equals to 1, k is equals to 0. What you want me to do? K is equals to 0, I is equals to 0. Okay. So let's run it with 0 if you are seeing me 0 and 0. This is what you want me to do? This is what you want me to do? Only k equals to 0. Okay. Let's make it k equal to 0 and I equal to 0 only. Okay. Okay. Yes, no? Can I do this? It's proper now? Proper now? Let's check. Cool. ठीक है नीलांजन. We'll check. Let's refresh. Let's check again. See, it doesn't make any difference. I is equal to 0 only. Okay, let's check with I equal to 0 only. Okay, okay, let's check. What's wrong here? What is wrong here? K equals to 1. Okay, K equals to 1. Okay, it's printing. Yes, yes, cool. So with the trial and error, we did it, right? But, but I'll say in your if I'll take your interview, then I'll not allow you to know run your program multiple times. See, there's not a compulsion in that, but I have the rules that I have defined. I have predefined. I'll just allow you to run your programs max to max 2 or 3 times. You know, we have run this program many times, right? Right? Why 6 line is printed? So can anyone tell me why 6 line is printed? Because this loop is running for 6 times, 0 to 5. That will be 6. है ना? ठीक है? If you just do this only, like if you can do this, na? If you just do this, then let's take it. Cool. ठीक है? ठीक है ना? Good. Yes. Okay, so I was telling that if I will be your interviewer, if I will be your interviewer, then I will not allow you to run your program multiple times. Cool. I'll just allow you 2 to 3 times to run your program. You need to dry run your program. You need to dry run your code. You need to debug your code. Whenever you will press this run, it will count as one successful attempt or one fail attempt. Okay. If you just complete these three attempts, you are not a good developer. Okay. This is the basics of DSA. Yes. Sir, please explain 2I plus 1. Okay, I'll explain this Hariharan. Just a second. How much time you will give while interview time? So for these questions, like this is a basic one, so I'll just give like 10 minutes max. 10 minutes like high end. At very high, I will just give 10 minutes for this. Yes, you are beginner, I know that, but you need to practice it. Yes, if I will be your interviewer, I'll definitely help you. Like for logic, not for code. You know? I'll help you with the code. I'll tell you that, see, if I do equals to here, then it's running for 0 to 6 times. That is why it is printing 6 lines. I'll just tell you. You need to tell me that, sir, remove this. Okay? This help I can do. But I'll not tell you that you need to run this for 6 times. So make do equals to here, remove equals to here. I'll not tell you that. Start this from the one, start this from the zero. I'll not tell you that. Cool. So I'll show you output and I'll tell you that how you'll troubleshoot it. See, troubleshooting is a key. If you troubleshoot it well, you know the program, you know the gist. Okay. Okay. Now, Hariharan was asking me, sir, please explain me the logic of 2I plus 1. Now, yeah, one most important thing. Don't use this I and J. Okay? Since you guys told me to do that, I was using it, but I really hate it. Okay? Rows, this is for space, n minus rows, output equals to output plus 1. This is for stars, right? Stars, 2 into rows, plus 1, stars plus plus. Cool. Okay. I guess it should work the same way. No? Using IJ is easy to understand for you, Dipanshu. Okay. Now, if you just open this program after 2 years, you will not get to know like if this J is for space or J is for stars. You will not get to know. But if you have used the space and stars variables, this kind of names, after millions of years, anyone like your grandson or your grandson, if you are they are saying this program, they will understand that my ancestors use the space for this particular thing. They should not debug in order to know what is the meaning of this. Cool. Okay, so think about your successes. Okay, na? Uh, we can use comment. Yes, we can use. You can use comment also. Like here, I have used comment also and the proper variable name also. It will be easy for you. Trust me, it will be easy for you. It is meant for you, not for anyone else. Okay. So if you are working with the big project, so you will be dealing with a lot of logics, a lot of loops and DSA concepts, array concepts. So if over there, if you have used this kind of name, you will be confused at the end of the day because there are millions of lines of code. You know, you need to debug your code from your own. So you need to get in order to you need to resolve your problem in order to first get what is the problem. You know, so for that, use specific names. Cool. Okay. So anyone can understand the code. Yes. Okay. Okay. So for Hariharan, okay. See, in this particular thing, if you can observe, then you have just one star and four spaces. Okay. Similarly, for 3 stars, three spaces. 5 stars, two spaces. 7 stars, one spaces. Okay. This kind of thing we have written here. Okay. Number of rows and number of stars relation. Okay. Okay, this is your n number of total lines. Okay, Hariharan. Okay, so you need to find some logic in between of this three: number of lines, row numbers, and number of stars. You need to first make this table in your paper. Then you need to form one formula that would be that work for entire thing. Okay. So in this case particularly we are making for stars. Then you need to do what? 2 into rows plus 1. That is my formula. Okay. So let's check it. 2 into rows, that means 2 into 0 first row. Okay, plus 1, that will be only one. Number of stars would be 1. So let's check it. For the first row it is printing just one row, right? Right. Similarly for second row, 2 into 2 4 plus 1, that is 5, right? So check it, whether it's printing for 5 stars or not. For 2. Okay, so let's check it. 1 2 3 4 5. Similarly for entire thing we have made a formula. So you need to be observable, like I told you earlier, right? You need to observe much, and you need to observe in really good way. Coding is just like observing. Okay. Hariharan, am I clear? Okay na? Okay. Now, since we are clear with this, let me copy this particular code and paste it in the uh, this is known as a pyramid problem, that we did. This is something known as a pyramid problem. Cool. Now, we are currently in backend engineer course. If we want, we can change our career in full stack. Yes, very easily, very easily. You can change it. You can shift it to full stack. You can shift it to any other language if you are learning the JavaScript. Okay. If you are good in JavaScript, if you are good in your logics, you can learn it anything. You can learn anything anywhere. Okay. Nobody will ask you that you are a full stack or a backend. We'll just ask concept of JavaScript only. That's all. Okay. Now, let me just tell you, since we are good with this, okay, we have taken a lot of time in order to understand this kind of concepts, but that's okay. That's okay. We are still in the basics problem, so this can be done. You know, this time can be spent in this particular problems. Okay. Now, if I will ask you that, suppose I have one cube like this. Okay, like this. If we are having like this, if we are having, what would be your volume? We have learned this in standard number 9. Okay. If we are not recalling, that's perfectly fine. LBH, right? Okay. Or we can also say like base into height, you know, this L into B is anyway your base. Cool, right or not? Yes. Okay. Now, similarly, if I will say you, and if I'll ask you that if you have one prism, okay, this is one prism and this is one polygon, okay. So this is a prism. This is my triangle A B C, and this is my L length. Okay, this is my another triangle D E and F. Okay. Now, if I want to find the area of triangle ABC, what would be like if I want to find the area of this triangle, that is A, B, and C. Okay, so it would be anyway my base into height only, right? Okay, na? It would be anyway my base into height only, right? Right or not? No, it's not right. Yes, Dipanshu is right. I was wrong. Okay, since it's a triangle, it would be half into base into triangle. Okay, okay. cool. ठीक है, so in this particular case it would be half into base is what here, this AC is my base, right? This AC is my base into what is my height? What is my height, guys? LB, right? LB is my height. ठीक है ना? Okay. Now, what is my height of my prism? What is my height of prism here? What is my height of prism here? It's not LE, guys. See, it's a top view, so this would not be included. So it's BE. Okay, okay, it's BE. Okay, okay. Now, if I want to find my volume, since I have my area and my height, so if I want to find my volume of my prism, that would be my anyway my base into height. Okay, so it would be my base would be this, like half AC into LB into height, that is my BE. It's my volume of my prism. Yes, no? Why we are learning this? Because we are trying to solve one problem that I will give you. Okay? So this is my volume of prism. Okay? We need to come back to the school. है ना? This is we have learned in the school. Cool. Okay? Now, uh, now if I'll give you one problem to you, that in the problem you are given the volume of your prism. Okay? Volume of prism would be given to you. Your perimeter of triangle base prism would be given to you, and your radius to your inner circle would be also given to you. What does this mean? I'll just explain. These three things are given to you, and you are asked to calculate your height of prism. Okay, you need to find that. So you need to find this. Calculate the height of prism. You are given this volume, perimeter, and radius. Okay? So you need to tweak your formula in such a way that these three things would be in the formula. Okay? So let's learn this. So if you are thinking about the perimeter, so can I say that if I want to calculate my height of prism, then by this formula volume is equals to base into height, then by this formula I can say height equals to volume by base, right? Right? Can I say my height is equals to my volume divided by base? Okay? Okay, so base means anyway what? Base means area of triangle ABC. Okay, correct, right? Everyone with me until this point? Okay. Now, uh, in your see, if you see this particular triangle ABC in a broader way, if you see this triangle ABC in broader way, then it will look something like this. This is your triangle A B C. Okay, okay. Now, inside this, there is one center, that is O. Okay. So the inner circle is this. That if you make a circle by pointing this, then this is your inner circle. This radius is given to you. Okay, we'll name it. This radius is same with particular this 3 points. Okay, this is your x, this is your y, this is your z. Okay, so this radius is given to you, so that means my inner circle, inner radius would be anyway equals to ox is equals to oy is equals to oz. Okay, this is something equals to my radius, is known as r. Okay, Yunus, please refresh your page if you are breaking, if your page is breaking. Okay, but the internet is good with me. Okay, so this is your inner circle. Yes, yes, no, people. Okay, na? So radius is clear to you, right? Right. And if I will tell you the perimeter, so the perimeter would be my AB is equals to my BC is equals to my CA, right? Okay. So this this triangle is the normal triangle. If we are just pointing the inner circle to this, then it will be perpendicular. It will be perpendicular to each other. Okay. Okay. So this parameter is clear to you. It is AB, BC, and CA, right? Okay. Okay. Right or not? Yes. No. Yes. Now. Now, if I want to find my area of triangle ABC. If I want to find my triangle of like area of triangle my ABC, see my periphery is like this. I can also do something like this. Okay, can I do this? Okay, because it's given that this parameter is given, right? So can I do this, right? Okay, so if I want to find my area of triangle ABC, then can I say people that my triangle of area of triangle ABC would be equals to this ABO plus ACO plus BOC. ठीक है, can I say area of my triangle ABC would be equals to area of triangle ABO plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC. cool, ठीक है ना? I can do this, right? ठीक है, so my area of triangle ABO would be anyway what? ABO half into base into height. So base would be AB, height would be OX. Okay, should be what? Half into base into height, right? Right. So it would be AB into OX. Cool. Okay. Similarly, for my area of triangle BOC, okay, it would be what? BC into OZ, half into BC into OZ. Cool. And my area of triangle AOC, that would be AC into OY. Yes, no? Cool. Okay. So now, if I wanted to find my area of triangle ABC, then it would be summation of these three. Okay. So if I want to make common out of this, then my area of triangle ABC, please pay attention clearly, is equals to half into this. So now observe carefully that this OX, OY, OZ equals to my R. This OX, OZ, OY equals to my R. So I can common out with half into R. And in between of this, I can put AB plus BC plus AC. Can I do this? Okay. Yes. Okay. So if you can observe, this AB plus BC plus AC is what? This AB plus BC plus AC is what? AB plus BC plus AC is what? Perimeter. Correct. This perimeter. Can you do this? And can you see this? Okay, so I can say my area of triangle my ABC equals to my half into R into my perimeter, and R is what? My inner circle. Cool. Okay, can I do this? Right? Not? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. Now, so it would be anyway my half into inner radius into perimeter. Cool. So I will put this values into my height. So this my height is equals to volume by area. Cool. So my volume or my formula of height was volume divided by area. Okay. So if you are given the volume, the perimeter, and the radius, can you find the height? Can you find the height now? You are given inner radius, perimeter, and volume. Can you find height here? Yes. Yes. Cool. So I explained you all this particular formula so that you don't have to learn that this formula is derived from this formula is given. Okay. although for some cases this formula would be given in your program, in your question, but for not every cases. Okay, that is why I have explained you. Formula is clear now? Cool. Yes, Priyanshu, please ask. Scroll up. Okay. Okay, scroll up in chat. Can you please ask him why we are calculating the area of different triangle as it is equilateral triangle, then why we can't do under root of 3 by 4 a2? See, I haven't say this is a equilateral triangle. This is a prism triangle, right? So prism triangle can be anything. It cannot only be equilateral triangle every time. Okay, right? Right? Priyanshu, please explain. Okay. Hariharan, if you find volume, then volume is equals to base into height. And if you need to find height, then height is equals to volume by base. Then base height is equals to volume by base. Then base is what? Your area, right? Yes, right. So Priyanshu, I'm not sure about it. I don't think so. It would work on this from this particular formula or not. So you are saying that Priyanshu is saying that. Let me see again. Why we calculate the area of different triangle as it is equilateral triangle? Then why can't we do under root of 3 by 4 a2? So this under root of 3 by 4 a2 will give me what? Will give me the area only, right? Priyanshu? Yes, but I need to form a formula in with respect to inner radius and perimeter. In the question I'm not given the proper area. I'm not given this. I'm given this and this. From this I need to find the area, right? So in your formula I cannot put the inner radius and perimeter. True, Priyanshu? Yeah, I'll share this page. Priyanshu, are you there? If you want, you can raise your hand and I'll let you speak to move faster. If you don't want to write. Hello, are you there? Or can we move to the coding page? Video is stuck. For everyone, my video is stuck. No, right? So Priyanshu, I was saying that see your formula is anyway you are doing me you are saying me that can we do under root of 3 by 4 into a, but we are not given this a every time. We are not given the area. You know, we are given the inner radius and perimeter. We need to form this area of triangle ABC with respect to this formula only. Cool. That is why we are doing that. Otherwise, we can also find it by this na the half into base into height. We can also do this, but we are not given this. That is why we are specifying our formula. We are tweaking our formula. A side and we can find from perimeter. Okay, A side of a perimeter. A is the side, right? But you are given the perimeter. You are given the perimeter. Dipanshu. Okay, okay. So if you have those doubt, then just hold on for a minute. Take it. Just hold on for a minute. We'll just implement this and we'll just change our formula with this formula. Okay. Remind me with this formula. Okay, Priyanshu. Cool. That would work, na? Okay. Okay. So let me just go in that. Okay. Okay. So whatever you are given, okay, whatever the values you are given, let's say I am given the value as radius, where my radius is equals to 3. Cool. Where I'm just specifying whatever given in your questions. Okay, where my perimeter is equals to 15. Okay. Okay. Where my volume is equals to 270. Cool. And where my area of base is equals to, given that it's point five into my inner radius into my perimeter. That is what we have defined, right? This is what we have defined in this, half into inner radius into perimeter. Cool. Okay, right? Yes. Okay. Now I can also take my where height is equals to, I can specify that my height would be volume divided by what, area of base, right? And I'll just console dot log my height, right? Okay, it has given me the answer properly. It is 12. Cool. Okay. So I have just explained you all this to get to know, like I would also tell you na, that your area of base would be half into radius into perimeter. This is your formula. But I was not like you. I don't want you guys to be in a confusion state. That is why I have explained all this. Okay. I hope I'm clear with this particular point. Okay. Okay. Now, Priyanshu, you can unmute yourself. Like you can raise your hand and you can be in the chat. You can be in the audio section. I'll make the changes whatever you want. Okay, and then we'll see together. Priyanshu, you can raise your hand or you can just post a formula. Okay, I'll just paste it down. Or else, if you just want to try, then you can also try by changing the formula. It's nothing special we have did with it, right? Okay. First, do what you doing at last. Okay, this is done. Program is done. We just need to find the height from of the prism, from the volume, from the radius, from the perimeter. Okay. So I this is what was the tricky part. Okay. So for this we understood this only. This long process we did. Cool. Okay. Yes, we need to find the height. If you have observed carefully, then see this was the question. Calculate the height of the prism. Given are this three. Okay. Dipanshu, there is nothing learned that was learned here. But if you are asked this kind of question, if you are asked this kind of question, this is already given in your deck. If you can see, let me upload the deck if you want. You know, I think I have uploaded already. Okay, let me just go through with that. You know, the problem that I'm asking. Okay, so I think so. The today's that I have not uploaded, but let me upload it. Okay, so that you can also see this. Okay, just a second. Deck is there, right? So you can see the first problem of the deck. Right? Na? This is the same that we did. Okay, this is the deck. This is your problem. Height of the prism that you need to find. Okay, radius is given. The perimeter is given, and you need to find the height. Okay, I can also I can also just tell you simply that this is your formula to find the area. But I'm not sure how much you will be confident if you I'll just put it down in your mind that this is a formula. That is why I explained you. Okay, otherwise there is no need to explain that. Cool. Everyone is clear till this point? Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 Yeah. You're welcome, Dipanshu. Okay. So now, if I'll ask you, so the second question would be your Bob the Builder in the deck. If you can see, the second question is your Bob the Builder question. So in the question is that is given that Bob is a builder and he's doing construction work more often, but he is not sure how many bricks he want to order every time. Sometime he will order less bricks, sometimes he will order more bricks, so it will like cost, it is like more cost to the client. So clients are not preferable, so clients are not preferring the Bob to handle their work. So Bob is in the trouble and they he wants the help from you to identify how many total bricks he or she want to order. Okay, this is a question. Okay, so in the question there is given that one brick is having this dimension 24 into 12 into 8. This is in the centimeter. Okay, and the dimension of wall, so dimension of wall that is already been given to you, that the length is 24 centimeter. Okay, height is 8 centimeter, and the thickness is 0.6 meters. Sorry, this is in the meters, all are in the meters. Okay, cool. Now your question is how many bricks he wants to order. Cool. ठीक है, ठीक है ना. Okay, so how many bricks he needs to order. So it is simple na, that the whatever the volume of the wall divided by whatever the volume of the brick. ठीक है, this is what the how many bricks would be there. Cool, right, right, yes. Okay, now since the wall, this is your wall, it's in the meters, this dimensions are in the meters, this dimensions are in the centimeters, right. Okay, so you need to make it the simpler way. So either you need to convert meter into centimeter or centimeter into meter. Cool. Okay, okay, so we'll convert this meter into centimeter. Okay na? So for that we will use the 100 cube. Cool. Okay, because 1 centimeter is equals to like 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter, right. Okay, so we will anyway like this meter, if we want to convert it into the meter, then centimeter, then we need to multiply it with 100, right. Sorry, not here, here, this centimeter, this is also in centimeter. So the centimeter, if we want to convert it into meter, then it need to be converted into the into 100. So this is 100, this is 100, and this is 100. So this is anyway will be result into the 100 cube. Cool, clear. So we have converted this brick into the meters, right? Everyone? Yes? Okay, right. Okay. Now, if you think logically, then in the question also this is given that if this is a brick, this is the bricks of the wall, then in between of this brick there will be some other material like mortar or cement or anything like that, right. So in the question that is given that in the particular wall this material are of 15% and 85% would be your bricks. Okay, so 15% would be other materials. Okay, okay, so by any way we are ensured that we need to just multiply it with the 0.85 for the 85 percentage of this everything. Okay, we don't need the 100% of everything. Am I clear up to this point? Correct. Cool. So can we know, can we can we code now, can we code now? Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so let's code this. In the question that is given that where brick height it is given, it is like 24. Okay, it is in the centimeter. Where brick uh, width it is also given, it is 12, it is also in centimeter. Cool. Where brick thickness it is also given, it is 8, it is also in centimeter. Okay, now in the question also wall height will be also given to you. So wall height is 8 meters, it is in meters, right? Now we can also find wall width. It is also given. It is given as 0.5. It is in the meters only. Where wall thickness, it is given. It is 24. Okay, meters. Cool. Now, if you want to find the volume of wall, then what will be the formula? LBH only, right? So wall height into wall thickness into wall width. Right or not? Yes. Yes. Now, if I want to find the volume of wall, okay, then I can also say like volume of wall. It is, since it's in the meter, I need to convert it into the centimeter. You know, I can also do that now, right? So volume of wall equals to volume of wall into, I'll use now math dot power. In the first argument, it will expect me the first thing, and the second it will expect me the exponent. Okay, the base and exponent. Okay, so I can do something like this, right? Right. Now if I want to find the volume of brick, then it will be anyway my brick into bricks height into bricks width into bricks thickness. Correct? Yes, no? Yes. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to find my number of bricks, then we have already defined one formula. Number of bricks is equals to volume of wall divided by volume of brick. Okay. So, and into the 0.85, right? So 0.85, 0.85 into my volume of wall, that will be volume of wall into, sorry, divide by volume of brick. Yes, true. Cool. In the final case, if I just print console dot log number of brick, okay, everything is fine with till now. Can it will do my job? Brackets are missing. Where is brackets are missing? Where is brackets are missing? Okay, this one. No, it will do my job. It will do my job. No worries. Do my job. Okay, let's run this. So it's doing me. It's giving me the answer like this. Okay. So let's make it as math dot ceiling. Okay. So I'll just do here. I'll just print it as. So I'll just do this here. Number of bricks is equals to math dot ceiling number of bricks. Okay. Let's check now. And since for you guys was asking me about this, let's do this. Okay, now this way only you want me to do. Okay. So let's this many bricks we require. Okay, to build this kind of uh, structure. Okay. Deepak is asking me math dot power and 0.85. What is the logic behind that? So Deepak, if you have observed carefully, then here my units are in centimeters. That is why I have commented that here my units are in the meters. So by any way, either I need to convert centimeter into meter, either I need to convert the meter into centimeter. Okay, that is why we need to convert it into the 100 to the power 3. Okay. Okay. So here I have converted my units of the wall. Cool. ठीक है. Okay, and for point 85 in the question it is given that 15% of material it will be used for uh, like for from other materials like mortar or cement. It will not entirely bricks, है ना? Because if you know need to join the bricks, then you need to use some material ना. So those material are 15%, so rest 85% would be used by our material. ठीक है, ठीक है. It's point six. Where is point six? Where is point six? Parag, I have not used point six anywhere. You can use any number of no any point, any modulus you want, any number you want here. It's just for example I have given. Am I clear, everyone? Okay, let's take a poll so that I can make sure. So Ikta, you want me to speak? Like you do you want to speak? You have raised your hand. Please post the okay. And paste it here. Bob the builder. ठीक है. Uh, it's easy. That's great. What it meant dot sealing. Amit, I think you were not in the previous classes. Please watch the previous classes recording. I will explain in detail what is man dot seal. Am I right, guys? Yes. For converting meter into centimeter, use 100. Yes. Okay. So Amit, I will just explain you for the sake of you. Please don't miss any of the classes, right? Because in the future, if that would be lead to like a lot of time problem because otherwise we'll just repeat and repeat the same thing, you know. So you need to make sure that you will not miss any of the classes and you need to be attentive. Okay. So mat dot ceiling is what? So if you just watch in your room right now, this is your ceiling part. That means your above part. This is your flooring part. That means your bottom part. Okay. So any number if you take like for an example 2.1, if you find the mat dot seal function of this mat dot ceiling, then it will give you the higher side of it. That means 3. Okay. If you just do 2.8 also it will give you 3. Okay. So this is why we have used ceiling function here, because in the point we cannot tell them na, that if half brick is extra that is okay, but if half brick is less then that is not okay. Okay. Just for half brick, that is why we have used mat dot seal here. Cool. Cool. Okay. Great. Then I'll just explain you one more question to you for today. Okay, that is regarding to the LCM. ठीक है, least common multiple. ठीक है, yesterday or day before yesterday we did the GCF है ना, today we'll do the LCM. ठीक है. So do you want me to explain what is LCM? I think so. This is covered in the fourth standard, but for those guys, those are not remembering it. Let me explain. If you have the number 20, 12 and 16, right? So if you find the LCM of it, then you need to divide it to 6, 12 to 8, 16 to 3 and 4. Now, if you can see any number, no number can be divisible by, like no common number can be divisible by it. Okay? So you need to multiply it 2 into 2 into 3 into 4. It will be 4 3 12 4 88 48. Okay, 48 would be your LCM. True, right? You need to code this. So we need to code this now, but the logic is clear now. How we have found it by the mathematical form. Now we'll see how we can the logic with the coding term. Okay. So if you can see, since the 12 and 16 were your number, okay, so your LCM, of number A and comma B would always be greater than just a second, let me delete this. Okay. So your LCM of A comma B would always be greater than or equals to मैक्स ऑफ ए कॉमा बी। ठीक है, तो आप कोई भी नंबर ले लोगे ना, 12, 16, 4, 3, कुछ भी, तो वो दोनों में से जो भी मैक्स होगा ना उससे ज़्यादा ही होगा। ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट समथिंग इज रिटन हियर। So if you take an example of 12 and 16, then maximum 12 and 16 would be 16. So your LCM is 48. It would be anyway greater than your maximum of a comma b. This would be true for entire for your every number. Let's say for an example, we are taking the number as what 2 and 4, if you want. Okay, 2 1s are 1, 2 2, 2 1, like that will be no number. So 2 into 2, that will be 4. So this will be equals to your maximum number, but it should be equals to or greater than or equals to. Okay, so this condition would be entirely true for every cases, right? Cool. ठीक है ना? This is your first observation. Second observation that I have, if you have, you can please ping me, है ना? If you have any observation regarding this particular find the thing, then we can एक बार wall and brick code फिर से दिखा दीजिए अगर हो तो। Because I will share the code with you, don't worry, है ना? I will share the entire link with you after the end of the lecture. Cool. ठीक है, don't worry, you will be having entire code base, don't worry. Okay, so the second scenario, that if my LCM if my LCM of a comma b is I, if this is I, then I would be divisible by both numbers. So that means I modulo a would be always 0, and I modulo b would be always 0. For an example, in this case 48 is my LCM. The 48 would be divisible by both numbers. 48 by 12 would be 48 modulo by 12 would be 0. 48 modulo 16 would be 0. ठीक है, ठीक है, right, right, yes. Okay, so if we want to, so now my logic would be, if we will start searching my my LCM after the maximum of this a comma b, because uh, इससे पहले तो कोई मतलब नहीं है ना. If we are talking about 12 and 16, then before 12 would not be any of, like before 16 any number cannot be qualified for my LCM, right? Because LCM would be anyway by greater than or equals to maximum of 12 and 16. So after the number 16, for every number we will search whether it will be divisible by the a or not, a and b or not. If my number is divisible by both a and b, then this will be my LCM. Cool. Logic is clear. Vishal, don't say be confident. Yes, no. ठीक है, okay, cool. ठीक है, so can we code this now? Can we code this? Yes. Okay, so now if let me go with the, yeah, okay, so I'll just take my first number as equals to 12, है ना? If I now second number would be my 16, है ना? As I have already taken in my example. Cool. ठीक है. now now if I want to find my maximum, ठीक है, so remember we have used the ternary operator the day before yesterday, right? So it would be used here because I want to find the maximum number between of these two. Okay, so I will call this as multiple, where multiple is equals to, if my a is greater than b, then I will return my a, else I will return my b. Clear? See, this is the use of ternary, right? We have used, that is what the use of the learning the logics. Okay, that is why we have learned the logic first, and now we are progressing gradually, slow by slow, day by day with the problems. Yeah. So here we have used the ternary operator. So for those who have not attended that, please attend the session, every sessions, and come back to this solution. So for now, if we are, this is the if conditions. If a is greater than b, then return a, otherwise b. Okay. Okay. Now, since we have got the multiple, now I will check why break my loop inside. I'll not break loop in this condition. I'll break inside. So I'll check now if my multiple is multiple modulo a is equals to 0 and multiple modulo b is equals to 0. If this is the case, then I need to break, right? Otherwise, I need to do what? Multiple plus plus, right? So for an example, if we'll take the example of 12 and 16, we'll just find first the maximum of 12 and 16. So multiple would be 16. So after the number 16, we will check 16 modulo 12 is equals to 0 or not. 16 modulo 16 would be equal to 0 or not. If these both are equal to 0, then we will break. Otherwise, we will increase the number. So for this scenario, we will increase 16 to the 17, then 18, then 19, then 20. Similarly for every other case. Okay. And for whichever case, if this multiple would be break, we'll print this multiple then after. Okay. Logic is pretty much clear now. It's pretty much simple. This is what we have understood in here. So if you are attentive here, if you have learned the logic well, you will anyway get the problems well. Cool. Okay, let's run this. So you can see the output is this is 48. Cool. Okay, fine. Yes, enjoy it. Please explain multiple plus plus again. Multiple plus plus, Dipanshu, not expected from you, but still, see, let us dry run this code. Okay, let us try run this code. Okay, you want me to reason? Yeah. Okay, fine. Cool. Okay, let's run this. Okay. Okay. You can see the code now. Code is visibly. Code is visible, right? Okay. Okay. So see, if you just take an example of 12 and 16, cool. We'll just find the first maximum of 12 and 16. So 12 greater than 16 is not true. That is why it is written my 16 number. So multiple would be 16. Till here with me, Dipanshu. Cool. Okay. Now we'll enter in the loop for every time since we have written true. So for exiting the loop, there will be two conditions. There are two ways for it. Either you can specify condition here, or else you can just write break inside the loop. Okay. Okay. There are two conditions to get out of the loop. Fine. First was the clear that I have already explained you earlier. Right. Second is this. Cool. Okay. Now for each condition, for each loop, we will check whether 16 modulo 12 equals to 0 or not. It's not, right? So don't, we are not bothered about checking this. Okay, we'll anyway increase the multiple. So now multiple is 16 before, now it's 17. It will check 17 modulo 12 equal to 0 or not. 17 modulo 16 equal to 0 or not. It's not, right? So it will do its job till 17, 18, 19, 20 up to 48. Till the 48th number, there is no number that is divisible by 12 and 16 both. Okay, let's take an example of 48. So 48 modulo 12 would be 0, right? 48 modulo 16 would always be 0, right? Because 16 threes are 48, 12 fours are 48. Cool. This both are true, so it will break my condition. Okay, it will break my condition and it will exit my loop. Okay, and it will print multiple is 48. This is the logic of LCM. Cool. Okay, everyone. Priyanshu is there. Priyanshu, are you getting? Yes. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So I'll just give you one more problem to you. I think so. We have already did this earlier, but I'm not sure you will be getting or not. Okay. So, uh, okay, fine. Take it. So can I extend this class little bit more today, or you want me to stop? Okay, I'll just take a poll so that everyone can participate in that. Okay. Okay. Click on true if you are okay with the extension. Click on false if you want me to stop. Cool. Okay. Okay, so 39 people says continue. For 61 would be uh stop, with the favor of stop. So we'll stop the class for today, and if needed, also arrange some classes, okay, with in this week or in next week. Okay, I'm not sure about it. So are you guys are okay with the extra class on Saturday or Sunday? Any of any one day from this 2 day? Okay. Okay, so I'll take another poll so that I can be rest assured with so that I can communicate with the team, so that we can also move with the classes. So see, if you are okay with the Saturday extension at we have completed our class 10 to 1, right? So we can start our class either okay, so don't worry. You can assume that no, there might be some extra classes on Saturday or Sunday. Time is not sure. Okay, I'll discuss with the team. They will discuss with you guys, and you will be telling the time. Cool. Okay. So most probably will do at Sunday, because Sunday, like Saturday, so that Sunday can be rest assured for you guys. You can also have some break on Sunday. Okay, so most probably it will be on Saturday. Time is not sure. I will get back to the team, and they will get back to you by tomorrow or by the end of the Friday. Cool. That would be working, right? Okay. So let me just post this code and share the link with you. ECM. So it will be expired for 1 year. So till the 1 year, I guess, so everyone will be seeing this link. Hope so. Okay. So for this class, this is the link. Okay. Sir, please take one class just to repeat all the concept in one class for revision. Because can you please pass this pass a requirement to the team, and if everyone agrees, we can. I'll more than happy to take this particular thing. Sunday is only for 2 hours. We can go with Sunday. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we'll see. We will Anshul or anyone else will get back to you. You can tell them whichever the comfortable scenario with you guys. Okay, I'll try to adjust my time. I told the management on Slack. Okay, cool. ठीक है, no problem. Because I'll make this particular point in my mind. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. So that's all for today, guys. And guys will they will discuss with you. Don't worry. You can post your priority. You can post your particular timings. That would be completely fine. Okay. Okay. So that's all for today. That is the final poll for today. Uh, if you enjoyed, please click on true, or else if you have any doubt, any particular source of thing that is required to my attention, click on false. Okay. Okay. So it's like 24 of 12% would be what, 2 or 3 people. That's fine. Okay. So for everyone else, I guess so. Am I clear with the logic points, with the coding implementation point, with everything else that we have explained today? Yes, no? Share today's note. Okay, sure. I'll do that right away. Forget about the doubt. You are amazing teacher. I have. Oh, that's great. That's great. Compliment, Vikas. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for this compliment. That will make my day. Okay. So we'll stop our session for today. Good night. We'll come back at Friday at the same time. Good, great, cool. I'm not the computer background, but I learned the concept very easily. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Nilanjan. Hariharan. Good night. Okay. Yeah. ठीक है चलो. Bye.